Hello and welcome to Mike's Garage. This is the same motor we've been working on for a little while now. It's basically just to freshen up. It was sitting in a barn for years, and we've got it mostly freshened up. The rocker boxes and the cam cover are still out for polishing, as is the oil pump body. So I want to get some things done. One of the things that's overlooked very often is the seal, the main seal here. And the main seal consists of two parts. I say it consists of two parts because if you're replacing the seal, you need to replace the spacer. What happens is the seal wears a groove in the spacer, and even though you put a new seal on, it's going to leak because the lip is not going to fit exactly in the same place. So whenever you're replacing one of these seals, you want to be sure and get a new spacer. Sometimes that new spacer is a little hard to get on, and we may have to tap it in place, but it will go. The other thing to be aware of is that the seal itself, if you have a modern wet primary like the Evolution bikes have, and even some of the earlier ones even, where they have a quart of fluid in the primary case, then the seal needs to go in this direction. If you have a primary that does not have a quart of oil in it, that just has its normal drip system in it, or maybe you're running a belt drive with no oil in the system, then the seal goes in this way. Now the reason for the difference is because what are we trying to seal? Are we trying to seal oil from the outside going in or from the inside coming out? In this case, it's from the inside coming out we'd like to seal it. So without talking about it any further, let's put it on. I might add, getting that original seal out takes some doing. It's really sometimes difficult to dig out of the insert that's in the case, which is steel right in here, and you don't want to harm it. But you don't have to worry about harming the spacer because you're going to replace it anyway. Now I normally put these two together. I just grease the lip of that seal, and I put the spacer in it. And now I'm going to do the inside of the spacer. And you can fashion a piece of pipe to do this job. This is actually a seal installer. Nice tool. We're going to put it on now. And it's going to fight me a little bit. It doesn't want to slide quite in. So we're going to tap this into place. There it goes. Now we get that spacer in there. Now we can put the seal in place. And there it goes. Get it nice and straight. And there it goes. All the way in there. Now by tapping that all the way around with the installer, we've got the seal flush all the way around. And there it is. There's not much more to it. Now we can make sure that spacer went in all the way. And remember, once you put the compensating sprocket or whatever type of sprocket you're using on this shaft and you tighten up that big nut, this thing is captive in here and the spacer is spinning with the output shaft of your motor. So it's sealing on this rubber seal in here. I called it rubber. We could call it neoprene. We could call it whatever it's made out of, but it's a soft seal. And it's spinning in there. Okay, you get that? But the big deal is, this is just like replacing a 4-speed transmission seal. When you replace the seal, you need to replace the spacer. So that's it for today. We got that done. Now we're, like I said, waiting on the aluminum parts so we can finish up putting the heads together and putting the cam in it. And hopefully soon we'll have those parts back from the polisher and we'll be able to put the cam in this bike and assemble the whole cam chest and oil pump. So until then, see you out on the road.